Before we begin, please imagine the bell notification is on and you're subscribed to Huna Stories. The men stood at the edge of the long driveway, staring at the house he had built from nothing. Marble steps, tall white columns, a front door that had welcomed success for decades. Today, he didn't feel like the owner of any of it. He felt like a stranger. His clothes were torn and dusty. His hair was untrimmed. His shoulders were bent under the weight of a single bag. The same house that once cheered his arrival was now about to judge him by how he looked. What he didn't know was that this day would change his understanding of love, family, and kindness forever. Richard Hale was a self-made millionaire. He grew up poor in a small Midwestern town, watching his mother count coins to buy groceries. He promised himself that one day his family would never worry about money again. Years of hard work, risk, and sleepless nights paid off. Richard built a successful construction company that changed skylines across the country. But with success came distance. His children grew up surrounded by wealth. His wife enjoyed comfort. Family dinners became rare. Conversations turned shallow. Richard began to wonder a painful question. If everything disappeared tomorrow, would love remain? That question haunted him. So, Richard made a decision that shocked even himself. He handed control of his company to his lawyer for 1 week. He withdrew a small amount of cash. He left his phone, watch, and credit cards behind, and he returned home looking like a man who had lost everything. He wanted the truth. When Richard walked up the driveway, laughter floated through the air. His extended family was gathered outside, well-dressed, relaxed, smiling. He stepped closer, his worn shoes scraping against the stone. The laughter stopped. His older brother squinted. His sister frowned. His own son didn't recognize him at first. Then someone whispered his name. Silence followed. "What happened to you?" his wife asked, her smile gone. Richard swallowed. "I lost the company," he said quietly. "Bad investments, lawsuits. It's all gone." The words hung heavy. His brother scoffed. "You expect us to believe that?" His sister crossed her arms. "So what now?" "You're broke." Richard nodded. "I just need a place to stay. I need my family." The reaction cut deep. His brother stepped back. "This isn't funny, Richard." "I'm serious," Richard said. His son avoided his eyes. "Dad, maybe you should go to a hotel." His wife looked torn, but said nothing. Then came the words that broke him. "We worked hard for this life." His sister said, "We can't risk it because of your mistakes." Richard felt invisible. No one offered a hug. No one asked if he was okay. No one said, "We'll figure this out together." He turned to leave. As he reached the gate, a soft voice spoke, "Dad, wait." It was his youngest daughter, Emily. She stepped forward wearing a simple dress, her eyes full of concern instead of judgment. "Come inside," she said. "Please." Her mother hesitated. "Emily, I don't care if he's broke," Emily said firmly. "He's my father." She took Richard's bag from his hand. That single act nearly brought him to his knees. Inside the house, the family sat stiffly. Dinner felt awkward. Most people barely spoke to Richard, but Emily stayed close. She served him food first. She asked how he was feeling. She listened. Later that night, when everyone went to their rooms, Emily knocked on Richard's door. "I don't have much," she said softly. "But you can stay as long as you need." Richard couldn't speak. He simply nodded. The next morning, Richard woke early. He went outside and began cleaning the yard, pulling weeds, sweeping leaves. He worked quietly, his hands remembering the days when labor was survival. His brother watched from the window, shaking his head. "Unbelievable," he muttered. A millionaire turned gardener. Emily came out with a glass of water. "You don't have to do this," she said. "I want to," Richard replied. "It feels honest." Over the next few days, Richard saw his family clearly for the first time. Some avoided him. Some spoke only when necessary, but Emily stayed. She shared meals with him. She defended him when others mocked. She even offered to sell her car to help him start over. That broke something open inside him. One afternoon, Richard overheard his wife speaking on the phone. "He's changed," she said. "But I don't know if I can go back to how things were." That night, Richard couldn't sleep. He realized the truth hurt more than any business loss ever could. On the seventh day, Richard asked everyone to gather in the living room. They looked nervous. "I need to tell you something," he said. He reached into his pocket and placed his watch on the table, then his phone. Then a folder. Inside were documents. "The company isn't gone," Richard said calmly. "This was a test." Anger erupted. "A test?" his brother shouted. "Yes," Richard said. "I wanted to know who would stand by me when there was nothing left." Silence followed. Emily looked confused. "Dad." Richard turned to her, tears in his eyes. "You passed," he said softly. He explained everything. Some family members were ashamed, others defensive. But Richard wasn't angry. Thanks for listening. Like, comment what you would have done in that moment, and don't forget to subscribe to Huna Stories for more real-feeling revenge stories. Asterisk.